It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
Morgan to Baxter's in trouble, there they go. Gordon to the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last lap pass, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 5 in season number 4 of the NOFSRL Herr Series. We are here at the Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. Gonna have ourselves a fun little weekend here around this 1 mile oval in Rockingham, North Carolina. That's where it's at. So tomorrow we got the Cheerwine 400 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Today it's the Carolina 150, 30 laps in the Herr Series. And I'm alongside Trey Barkley, who won the first 2 Truck Series races that we had here at Rockingham back in the day. But with these ratings, you know, we really don't know what to expect in this race because it's not really a short track, but it's not really a speedway. And we got the guy who's last in points starting on the outside pole, and the guy who won last time starting last. So it's really anybody's race here. How do you think it's going to play out here at the Rockingham Speedway?
Well, you know, Rockingham is definitely an interesting type track. It's a little shorter, but it's not as short tracks get. So, you know, the key thing here is just to make sure you hit your marks and don't mess up so the guy behind you can catch up pretty easily and pass you there. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how people handle this track today. But like you said, it's really anybody's game here today. So I'll be impressed to see who is able to take advantage and win.
It'll be an interesting one as well. We might also see a wreck in this race. We haven't seen a wreck since Bristol, the first race of the season. Of course, with the races being as short as they are, it's not too much of a surprise. But with the way this track is, if you know this track well, they can hit that outside wall off of turn 2 and come back down. That's usually the traditional wreck that we get here at the Rock. This is how I line up in the championship standings, and obviously Eric Monaco has really been killing it out there. 168 points towards the championship. His average finishing position is second. 124 points is Mason Brown, 44 points behind. 50 points behind is Josh Williamson, 51 points behind is Trey Wright, 64 points behind is Matt Dallio. A lot of those guys, especially Trey Wright and Matt Dallio, got pretty decent runs at Atlanta back on Tuesday. And Dallio, who's actually won here before in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, starts in the 6th position. So we'll have to see what he can do. And there's the command. I forgot to do the acceleration again, but it's perfect timing because we're ready to get this one started. Christian Master, Jordan Lopez on the front row. Nathan Baer, Josh Williamson in row number 2. Gatlin Downey, good run for him in qualifying alongside Matt Dallio, Mike Thompson, Bradley Ream in row number 4. Then Andrew Miller and Keisha Boyd in row number 5. Eric Monaco is starting in the 15th position, but he's on the inside lane as well, so that'll definitely affect how well he does in this race. I believe that inside lane's where you want to be here at Rockingham. But then again, the outside lane can also get a little bit of run as well, so we're going to have to see how it all plays out. But, Trey, who do you think's going to win here today at the Rock?
I'm going to have to go with, let's go 2 weeks in a row. We'll go with Matt Dallio there in the 40 car starting 6th place. I think he'll get some redemption from Atlanta.
We're going to have to see how it all plays out. Pace truck is off for Green Flag Racing in the Carolina 150 at the Rock.
As you can see here, the 8 of Christian Masters is getting a big jump there.
And he's going to file out single file of the race lead. They got 3 wide back in there, but they keep it together. On the outside, it's Mason Brown, who is second in the points. It looks like they're going to figure it out. Brown in the outside wall hard. He's going to lose a lot of ground right there. But lap 1 will be led by Christian Master in the number 8. Of course, Master, a long-time veteran in Napa Fan, knows how to get it done. It's been a tough start to the season for him, but looking pretty good right now for Christian Master. Here comes Nathan Baer to the inside. Of course, Nathan Baer, a Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. You know he's good. Gatlin Downey, really haven't seen much of him yet this season, but there he is on the inside. And a lot of these guys are going to be into tomorrow's Chick-fil-A Cup Series race, so I'm going to get that experience around this place and have a shot at getting a win over there. The Master looking to pull away here in the number 8 machine. He's led the first 2 laps of the event, and Mason Brown again in the outside wall.
Yeah, definitely. I think the first time he pancaked that wall there, definitely, as you can see, caused a little bit of damage, so that truck's not handling up to the specs he wants it to handle right now. But now he's back in last, got a little bit of room, so hopefully he can get maybe used to how that truck's driving at the moment and start to make his way back up, that damage doesn't hurt him too badly.
Of course, he's in the last position right now, not exactly where you want to be in such a short race like this. Only 30 laps here at the Rock, so there isn't much time for you to move your way from the back to the front here. Eric Monaco in the 56 machine. Locate him there. He's just outside the top 10 right now. Of course, he's finished top 5 in every race so far this season. This is a new challenge for him. It's not a super speedway, and he started on the pole at Bristol and went on to dominate that race. So it'll be interesting to see how Monaco can handle today's event here. It being a fast racetrack, but also it being a non-pack race as well, because Atlanta was a pack race, and of course Daytona and Armour Digital were pack races too. So currently running 11th. A great run for Monaco, looking to hold on to that points lead, but so far, he's in the worst position he's been all season.
Yeah, definitely not having the best of races he's had so far this season, but doesn't mean it's going to be, doesn't mean it's going to be like that for the rest of the season. Every driver has their bad day, and they'll bounce back. But as you can see here, the leader, the 8 of Christian Matthews, is just pulling away. Well, not really pulling. He's got about 4 to 5 car lengths there in second place. The 02 of Nathan Baird, and then the 49 there as well. So at the moment, he's controlling this thing, but you never know what could happen. And as they're getting a little bit of racy here for third place, maybe those cars there, or those trucks again, will actually maybe work their way up and try to pass more.
That's Jordan Lopez, who comes into this race last in the points standings, 139 behind. It's not been the best of starts for the veteran driver, but a good run for him so far here at Rockingham, and a good run for Nathan Baird. He's closing in on the back bumper of the number 8 machine, and we know Nathan Baird's a good driver. Like I mentioned, a Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. Yeah, he's definitely made his way. Oh. To the inside for third, Jordan Lopez on Gatlin Downey. Gonna try to get that run on the 49. It looks like he might get it right here. Good run for Edwin Mendez as well. He got Dalio and Miller back in there. So far, these guys have raced a very clean race here at the Rockingham Speedway, and hopefully it can stay that way throughout the entirety of the event, but you just never know. Haven't had a caution since Bristol. May get one here today if someone makes one little mistake, especially considering the tires are probably going to wear out in this race too. This is one of those places where the tires just get eaten up, so we'll have to see how that affects these guys as this race goes along.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise to see the tires start to fall off. I would say probably around lap 15 to lap 20 when these tires will probably get to the point to where the trucks are getting a lot looser. As you can actually see here, the tires might be falling off a little bit quicker for the 8 here, the leader, as everyone else, second, third, and fourth, are actually catching up behind him pretty quickly here, as it looks like the 02, Nathan Baird, is actually going to start peeking to the inside to pass him for the lead.
Trying to get to the inside of Christian Master. It's a tough place to make a pass here at Rockingham Speedway. Not as hard as Bristol, but at outside I think you get a pretty good run off the corner, especially when the tires wear out. So Nathan Baird probably wants to make this move sooner rather than later, because it's only going to get harder for him. And you can actually tell right here. Closing up to the back bumper of Christian Master, the top 4 all on each other for the race lead. Gatlin Downey was able to get around Jordan Lopez, but Lopez has cleared back to the bumper of the 49 machine, and all these guys right on each other. And a considerable gap to 5th with Edwin Mendez, Matt Dalio, and then Justin Zaidel. Great run for him, currently in 7th, and the 6th of Austin Colano, Logan Williams, and now Ethan Lewis. Miller falling out on the outside lane right there, and he's losing a lot of ground in the number 33 machine. Back to the race lead, and it's still Christian Master leading this race, but these guys are coming for him, and that 02 might get a run right here. Will he peek to the inside in ring 1? He will not.
Yeah, it's definitely really hard to pick the spot where you want to make your move. But definitely you want to try your best to make your move to the inside here, I would say, just because of how the tire falls. If actually, you can see here the 45 of Jordan Lopez peeks to the inside of the 49 there. Yeah, with the tire falling off and you being on the high side, you're definitely going to get a little looser than the inside line there. And as you can see, he made it work on the inside pretty quick. So he's going to try to make his way close to the 02 of Nathan Baird there and see if he can peek to the inside of him.
Jordan Lopez looking pretty strong now, able to finally get around Gatlin Downey. They've actually closed up throughout the whole field. These guys, Edwin Mendez, Matt Dalio, Austin Colano, they're starting to make their way towards the front. But Baird just can't find a way around Master, but he's going to try it right here as we're halfway through the Carolina 150 to the inside for the race lead, Nathan Baird, and he's got it. Master just not able to hold on, and Nathan Baird, last year's Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, goes to the race lead. He's going for his first win of 2020. And he's going to lead lap 16 here at Rockingham, but Master will most likely get a bonus point towards the championship for leading the most laps. He led the first half of the race. We'll have to see if Baird ends up leading the second half, who will end up getting that bonus point, but either way, he might not be leading for too long here. Lopez coming in the 45.
Yeah, as you saw there when Nathan Baird made that move to the inside, Jordan Lopez wasted no time to follow Baird right into that hole there and let the 8 up top all alone. So, you know, kind of a freebie there for Jordan Lopez, but he'll take it to get up in that second place there. As you can see, the 49 is actually starting to fall back, or the 7 and the 40 there are actually starting to catch up, as the 40 of Dalia is going beneath the 7 of Edwin Mendez.
Matt Dalia, who won the Chick-fil-A Cup Series race here in season number 6, looking to the inside of Edwin Mendez for the 5th position. And that was Dalia's last win up until the Indianapolis race last year in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So he knows how to get it done here at the Rockingham Speedway. Would love to get another one, but I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to move his way to the front. Meanwhile, pass for the race lead. Jordan Lopez got to the inside of Nathan Baird. And Lopez, who's last in the points coming into the day's event, is going to lead lap number 19, and he may end up getting this race victory. Got around Downey, got around the number 8 of Christian Master, and now got around the race leader of Nathan Baird, and Lopez looking to pull away with this one, but Baird looks to close back in the 0-2.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the 45 of Jordan Lopez has a very well long-run car. Has a tire start to fall off. His car's truck just setting in, as the 0-2 is actually catching right back up, not letting him get too far away from. And as you can see, 3rd and 4th place pretty close there as well. So it's interesting to see how these trucks handle in the long run here, especially at Rockingham.
And of course, the tire wear is going to be significant. That's going to be a key storyline in tomorrow's race as well for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. They got 79 laps tomorrow, so much longer race than what we've got here today, but still, Nathan Baird wants to get this race victory, wants to get that extra experience for tomorrow's Cup race, and just lost the lead right there to Jordan Lopez, but you learn from it, and maybe he get another run on the inside of the 45, but Lopez definitely has a strong truck here today, and he may end up rolling with this race victory here in the Rockingham Speedway.
Yeah, he definitely pulled away there coming off of turn 2. It was interesting to see. It kind of looked like the 45 even got a little loose coming off of turn 2 there as he went to the middle lane, and Nathan Baird went up to the top lane on the backstretch there, but Nathan Baird just reels him back into half a truck length. So it'll be interesting to see if Nathan Baird has anything for Jordan Lopez here in the laps winding down, as it looks like it's just going to be these 2 trucks for the race win.
Yeah, Master obviously used up his stuff right there. He's falling a 2.5 seconds behind our race leader. Meanwhile, Nathan Baird's looking lap 24 of 30, 7 laps to go. If we get a caution now, we will still have a restart, but odds are these guys, well, our last winner, Dan Parks, 3 wide on the outside here. We might want to watch for this. That's not a good place to be off of turn 2. If Dan Park's not careful, he'll hit that outside wall and shoot back down, but he'll just tap it. Back to the race lead. Baird is right there. These 2 guys are really close, and they're actually pulling Christian Master back into the race lead here. Lopez has used up a lot of his stuff now. Same with Nathan Baird. It's going to be a close battle to the finish here for the Carolina 150.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 8 of Christian Masters is going to be able to catch up back in time. If he does, it'll be very close to the end, maybe 1 lap or 1.5 laps to go. I don't see him doing it, though, but I was proved wrong last race with Dan Park, and I might be proved wrong again with this race. Who
knows? The way this thing has gone, it's really anybody's game, I think. Nathan Baird trying on the outside lane to get a run through the corner. It's interesting, they run a middle line down the backstretch here, which is a little bit uncanny compared to other places that we go to. But hey, you know what? This is the way they roll here at Rockingham. A unique racetrack. Love this place. We've been going here since Season 2 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and we're going to have more of the same with what we're seeing here today in tomorrow's Cheerwine 400. But right now, the focus is on this race victory. Nathan Baird trying to get it from Jordan Lopez. Lopez got the run on him earlier. Another huge run coming for Nathan Baird, though. This time he might be able to get to the inside. Side by side, 3 laps to go. Lopez trying to get the arc through the corner. He's going to be able to clear Baird, but it's not over yet. That 0-2 is right on the back bumper of Lopez.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Jordan Lopez has a little bit better turns 1 and 2 because he's able to pull away very occasionally on the backstretch. But then Nathan Baird reels him right back in, coming off of 3 and 4 and onto the front stretch here. So it'll be interesting to see if Nathan Baird is able to make a move, either try to learn the way Jordan Lopez runs it in 1 and 2, or if Nathan Baird is able to pull a last-minute move out of 3 and 4.
Well, he's going to have to learn really quickly. It's going to be the white flag next time by. Baird really went wide, and that might seal it. We're just going to have to see. Got a good run off the corner. He's still going to have a chance, but it's going to take a lot. Jordan Lopez with a white flag in the Carolina 150.
Yeah, definitely seeing that tire. That must have gotten extremely loose there going into 3 and 4 there, which just gave the 45 there a huge lead.
Nathan Baird trying to get through the corner a little bit faster than Jordan Lopez, but it's not going to be enough. Jordan Lopez from last in the points will win the Carolina 150 here at the Rockingham Speedway. Great run for him right there in the 45, and that's definitely a huge rebound, doubling his points, more than doubling the points that he already had coming into today's event. Christian Master finishing third. Great run for Armory Digital winner Austin Colano finishing fourth, and then Ethan Lewis rounding out the top 5 in the number 20, and then Eric Monaco finishing 14th, by far the worst finish he's had all year. But a quarter of the way through the season, and we've had an interesting one at that, but Jordan Lopez, your race winner here, the Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. Take a look at the official standings right there. Logan Williams in 6th, great run for him. Edwin Mendez, Matt Dalio, Gatlin Downey, and Mike Thompson, all strong runs here today. And I think this race was really mixed, depending upon where you were in the points. I mean, you had the guy who was last in the points win the race, and Monaco get his worst finish of the season, so it was truly all over the place. And a couple of guys who got top 5s at Atlanta finished 39th and 40th. Dan Park and Trey Wright. Terrible days for those guys, and they're going to fall back in the points, especially Trey Wright, who was 4th coming into this race. Not going to be 4th anymore in the number 30 machine, but how about that one, Trey? And what do you think we're going to see in tomorrow's Rockingham Speedway race for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series? I mean, a lot longer, and the ratings are a lot equaler. When more equal, that's not the right word, but who cares? But still, the ratings are a little bit different for those guys. How do you think that race is going to play out tomorrow?
I feel like it's going to be somewhat similar to this with the tire wear fall off. You're going to make sure you're able to handle your car in the long run there as it gets looser with the tire falling off. And if there is a caution, make sure you play the strategy well. And if there's not, make sure you're got your pit down and don't mess it up.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun race tomorrow. There will be pit stops in tomorrow's race as well, so I'm looking forward to it. No Turkey Hill Series this weekend. It's just the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and one of my favorite races to do every year, the Cheerwine 400. We're actually extending the length of the race once again, so it used to be 500 kilometers and now back to being 400 miles. Of course, shortened to 20% of the length. But either way, congratulations to Jordan Lopez on his race victory here at The Rock. And here are the point standings after 5 races in the Herr's Dash Series Season number 4. On behalf of Trey Bartow, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.